now the game doesn't want to show the keep specific window. Motorslice. Good. Taskbar. Also, I have to activate the fucking taskbar. Like, what do you mean I have a device association framework? Fuck you. Game bar. I thought I got rid of the game bar ages ago. Everything else seems normal except for Xbox game bar widgets. Disgusting. No one wants you. Let's see if there's something in here that I have to get rid of. MSED web view. Fuck you. Oh, that's why you haven't been picked up. Okay. So. Okay, hello lads and ladies, my name is Jeppet, I'm Barista, and welcome to my new stream video. Whenever you're watching this, welcome to motorslice. I'm incredibly giddy for that game. We're gonna tune down the volume again a little bit, otherwise I probably won't be able to hear any of you. And yeah. I'm like a fucking cat, I swear. The handle doesn't do anything. Crap? Oh, it's just perfect. So, the hair. Okay. No, I just realized I probably have to close the window anyway. I want to keep it on to get some fresh air in, but the window was basically the entire day open anyway, so that doesn't really matter. Good. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, okay. So yeah, my dear friends, welcome to motorslice. I'm already incredibly giddy. Giggity, that's the word.
This is Slicer P. I have arrived at the target destination. As suspected, it is an array megastructure. Requesting Central Slicer's operator. Over.
This is Operator G to Slicer P. Understood. Proceed with extreme caution, and remember, destroy every machine in this godforsaken place.
Roger. Commencing contract at MSE TIC 16.
Failure is forbidden.
Failure is forbidden.
Failure is forbidden? Okay, there's S, and there's P.
Signals are too weak. There's something wrong. Corruption unknown. Location unknown. Alpha structure unknown. D, I'm unable to fully operate your orb drone unit. The array interference is too high. I cannot provide you with recon support. The risks are too high. And if you...
G, what's your status? G. Respond.
Orby. Oh yeah, now I'm playing Orby.
Not this again. Come on, I don't have time for this. What a piece of junk.
Heh.
There, good as new.
Good. From the demo, I already know that now we're basically playing from the perspective of Orby, even though we control P. Fuck. Okay. Advanced functions locked. Orby. Autonomous AI drapers. Ha! Slicer rank P. Central slices offline. Ha.
Hello, Orby.
Hello world.
It's happening more frequently. Almost like it's on purpose. Are you broken for good this time? Well, it's better this way anyway.
You have the same... Fuck you, Blake. Fuck you. Look on in your eyes.
But I can do things my way this way. Come on, follow me.
Move Orby camera. I love it when there's a reason why we can see ourselves from outside. Like I think, for example, that I always found cool. Imagine a Metroid spin-off game, a Metroid Prime spin-off game, and you play someone with similar abilities to Samus, but more close combat focused. But the reason you can see yourself from the outside is because he hacked one of the drones from... Because the character hacked one of the drones from the Space Pirates game, changed camera settings, another option. Oh, okay. Okay. So wait, I can do like camera options here, can I? Quality preset. I can go to potato. I kind of want to try out potato, but nah, I don't want to overdo it. I want to keep some thing for my and suck. I'm also very glad that I actually played the demo before, because apparently you lose health when you fall from too high, which makes sense. But it always... Alright. First move landing. Now what do you think I'm doing the entire time? You haven't told me that earlier. Ooh. Wall run. Have you ever tried to actually wall run? It's so incredibly hard. Like what I did, what a wall supported was something similar to this, but not that high. Cause I can't jump that high. I mean, her jump height is already a little bit higher than mine. Comparatively, I think. I think the highest jump that the highest wall that I managed to clear ever was literally... Wait, what? Can we break Orby? Wait, can we break Orby? We can't break Orby! What the hell? Be mean and kill Orby! I didn't know I could do that! Oh my god! Oh, I feel so bad now! But yeah, really the highest one that I ever managed to jump was literally just to the white line here. That was wall supported jump, I just managed to jump up there basically. Otherwise I am incredibly out of shape, so I probably won't be able to do that nowadays. Be mean and kill Orby. I didn't know I could do that. I was just curious.
Confirming contact with a motor at the MSC TIC 16. Corruption detected. The structure is compromised. Engaging with the enemy.
To lock onto enemies. I just did that. Take a selfie. Touch your face. Oh my god, that is so cool. Oh my god, that is so cool! Give me camera mode! Oh, I'm too hyped for games like this. The best with mega structure that actually looks a lot bigger than I expected. That actually also looks a little bit smaller than I expected. So, if it's left or right, we can okay, what? So is it any directional button? That is a little bit strange. Are we taking pictures constantly every time we do this?
Aha, I only missed 15 minutes this time.
Yay! Thank you for being here, Yellow Kid. How are you doing? Anyway, how's your day been, Yellow Kid? Good, bad, terrible, amazing, infectious? Who knows? I don't know what type of vocabulary you're gonna use. But it was incredibly unspectacular. No! You didn't see that. I should probably look at the screen when I'm playing the game. But it's a little bit of a weird decision to make every directional button a
My day has been peaceful. I had a great dinner yesterday due to it being Memorial Day.
Let me guess, you literally want me to take a screenshot. Okay. I took a screenshot. Point to another crack and jump.
So what's this game? I haven't seen you play it before.
Yeah, we just started today. I think I don't know if I made a video out of a demo. I think I made a video out of a demo. Did I stream the demo? I don't know. Anyways, this is basically Shadow of the Colossus meets Mirror's Edge in a giant superstructure where we play two characters, technically. Like, the game literally started with the drone. That is the camera. We're controlling the drone as the camera. Flash her eyes. Point that thing in another direction. Starts with her human operator not working, and then her fixing the drone and turning it to autopilot, and then autopilot AI and player name was there. Like, it literally said autopilot AI Drapers. The way you always say that is surprisingly. It said if I click on your face, you change the expression. Okay. Yeah. Again, strange idea to make the entirely. I don't think I need to go that way. I think I need to go this way. Oh, we could have gone that way too, but it's actually pretty cool that we get multiple ways to do that. I mean, I'm also one who's easily excited about any kind of game mechanics that I recognize. But yeah. Do we have to go that way or upwards? You know what? I'm a flashlight. Okay. Also, is there some kind of height limit to what a super or a mega structure is? Because technically the only thing that's different about these things is the terminology. Oh, I get it. Oh, the parkour gets really interesting. So yeah, it has Prince of Persia elements.
Wait, she has a chainsaw.
You can parry any machine if you attack at the same time as the enemy. Yeah, that's why the game is called motorslice. Like, motor slicing is basically a way to go through the world by using your chainsaw, because there are some areas, some marked areas where you can put your chainsaw in, and then you basically traverse that area with the means of your chainsaw. Alright. Yeah, I basically ran into that. That is my fault. And yeah, you can basically parry everything. That is. Damn, even the fucking cranes want to murder me. What the hell? But what did I do wrong? Oh, this looks awesome down there. Oh no, the thing still moves. Oh no, oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. You're not trying to murder me again, do you? That would be very... well, the opposite of nice, let's just call it that way. Still wondering when the collectibles come in. Move vertically, rotate sideways. Yeah. Cause I know that I can find... I know from a demo that I can find more of these orbs that I'm playing as. Again, the camera is basically its own character. Which is cool. I like that. Also, I mentioned before, you weren't there when I said that. But a thing that I really like about the idea of having like an additional I like the idea of having... Wait. You just complained about me for some reason. Is this only that way, or is that when I'm going too close top-wise too? I don't know. I want to try that stuff out. You didn't actually think I wouldn't try that, huh? No! Of course I'm dying. Of course that happens to me. Why wouldn't it happen to me? At all. Duh. But now I said I had once the idea of like a Metroid spin-off game where you played someone who also has the same armor as Samus does, with a big difference that you would play it with a big difference that you would control the camera, and the camera would be a hacked drone. A hacked drone from the Space Pirates. And that the character wouldn't be able to completely control all the functions of the suit, at least not the entire time. Definitely not because I base the character a little bit on myself and I have severe ADHD. Definitely not. I don't know why you care, why you think about that. That's completely unrelated. Ooh! That looks like something fun over there. Yeah, I know the game wants me to go that way. I don't give a damn. I don't follow the light. I carve my own path. Quite literally, I have a chainsaw. Of course that's too far for me to run. You see speed lines around the... Oh, that's so cool. Op drone obtained. Yay! Got a second Orby. Well, if that is the first op drone we can obtain, is there another one nearby? Because I know from the demo that they are sometimes a little closer than I expected. Well, there's another one of these fuckers. I see you. I see you.
Larby.
Let's do a good picture of that. Can we also change the perspective or something? That would be really cool. How many poses do you have? Only 3. How many faces do you have? The mean face? I know that smile. Little bitch fool. What are you doing? The resting bitch face. Surprise! Sleepy. Oh, this looks the most anime for some reason. Almost hurtful. Annoyed. That looks like... What are you doing? I'm so confused. So... Because I'm almost... There's the orb! I see it. Can you see it? I can see it. I see the orb. I see the orb. I see you, orb. Whoa, I told you I can motorslice. I'm so sure that there's something up there that I don't know about. But I can already motorslice into that. It's actually pretty cool. It's a fun way to make you try out the different... But I don't know what the fastest way to move yet is. Yeah, stop shining that into your face. Okay. Let's take that orb back. Honestly, I'm still not too sure if I shouldn't turn this into a let's play. Because that is basically the bigger question that I had in mind. Should I let's play this or should I stream it? I'm doing the movement. Oh, that reminds me always of Tenchu Wrath of Heaven. Because in Tenchu Wrath of Heaven, one of the first levels you do with Ayame, I think? I think that's her name, I'm not too sure. Is in a snow area. And there's bamboo in your way at some point.
Keep streaming. I prefer talking to you over just watching you play a game.
Hey, if people would write comments, I would definitely answer them. Well, depending on the comments. To most comments that I got so far, I could only make short answers. Yeah, that looks pretty big. Slack off. Yeah. megastructure. It had these little.
Climb to the top of this structure.
You always have these little meditating moments.
Could this be the place Central is looking for?
Honestly, if I could customize anything in this game, it would probably be Orby. I would just put like a bluish hair-like tattoo on it or something.
An alpha structure that can control all the machines. Do you think that's true?
And a face mask. This place is scary, protect me.
It's probably just another tale from the ancient scriptures. Well, it doesn't matter. My job here is to hunt down machines. Reaching the top is just part of a job well done.
Well, let us hunt down machines. That feels faster. I'm not sure if that actually is faster. It also feels like a lot of unnecessary work just to go forward. But hey, I did straight. Or selfie? Where? I see it!
Orby.
Can you say that a little bit less? Why does it always look like? Why do you always act like I'm punching you, or like I'm slapping you? Yay, selfie! I still don't know if there's an actual, like, you know, screenshot button or anything. Wait. Controls, movement, camera movement, attack. Let's click action, selfie. It just said selfie. It doesn't say take a picture.
Yeah, I noticed she grimaces Peterson facial changes. It feels weird.
It feels very weird. Controller settings. View layout. Buttons. Share. Hold to repeat. Haptics intensity. I want to turn you into a... What's the name? Okay, select. Buttons.
There's a fun puzzle game on Steam called One Shot. I'd love to see you stream it.
I am 900% sure I already did. But I think I want to make a let's play out of that one too, but yeah, Vtuber, that's our first boss. But if it's one shot with the little cat, the little cat dude who carries around the sun of the world, and the sun is literally just a light bulb. Then it gets weirdly meta, saying that, and basically making it very obvious that the game world is just a game. Okay, I can do the normal thing.
Yet it's one shot with the little cat girl. Did you go back after beating OT once?
I think I didn't, but I watched so many videos about it afterwards. I know I probably should have to get the real ending and everything. But that basically just gives us more reason to play it again. Huh. Question is, should I really go up there, or should I?
The cutscenes of the game alone make it definitely worth playing. Hello, how are you today?
Hello, Dino Raw. Oh, I really have to get more to stream Marvel Rivals with me again. Because we played Marvel Rivals yesterday, and my main character is Jeff the Land Shark, and now there's a fucking dinosaur that you can play.
Oh, another chatter.
And now there's a fucking dinosaur you can play. So we made a lot, so we couldn't help but constantly make dinosaur and autism jokes. But you can't hold yourself on that. That is a little bit counterintuitive. Because Morse and I are not the most normal individuals. We're basically the landmarks of neurodivergency, as far as we know. And sharks and dinosaurs are like the most autistic, the most autism things, animals that there are. So we had the dumb idea, if we stream that the next time, we're gonna stream as the Autistic Beast Duo or something. Wait, if I'm making a selfie in front of that. Okay, you are not having a special... You're not having a you only have one special expression for light. that's the area from the intro. From the demo. Oh, there he is. There is the bloody bastard. You can see Arby's shadow. That's so cool. Wait. Going from... The light is over there, but somehow it doesn't really make that much... Well, yeah, it does. Spending P a little bit of shadow. Well, I see the next orb.
Readings didn't detect a structure this big.
Anyway, how's your day been, by the way, Dino Raw? Ah, no, I want to make this weird dinosaur sound the entire time.
You know, Orby, if I knew it, I wouldn't have accepted this contract. So much for an
I've
easy
never
job.
really liked team FPS games, mostly due to a skill issue on my end.
Yeah, same. Why don't we have some fun?
No time to waste, Orby.
But yeah, that's the same thing on my end. That's why I play Jeff the Landshark in that's why I play support characters in most multiplayer games. Because I can't aim for shit, but you can believe me that I, for some reason, know how to support. I have no idea why. I mean, it's also one of the most stressful roles in the entirety of all multiplayer games. Because you basically have to babysit the entire team, and then everybody acts like it's your fucking fault if they are too dumb to aim themselves. But hey, all I have to do is to do the thing that I'm doing in reality anyways. Acting like everybody's dead. Okay, good. I know what to do. No! That was too good. That is not what I wanted. No! Why are you not doing the thing I want you to?
I had a good day DR4. Thank you for asking. What game is this, by the way? Looks really cool.
That is motorslice. Some weird mixture of Mirror's Edge, Shadow of the Colossus, and a hint of Prince of Persia. I know, a nice spice mix. I enjoy that too. Is there another orb that I could get? Almost looks like there would be another orb I could get. Let's just bring those orbs back before we do anything stupid. Isn't the place I could go to. Four orbs deployed. I did that section better than I did in the demo, which I specifically played yesterday again, just so that I am a little bit capable. So that would have been a really cool way to do that. You know, like jumping down here, then getting that one here, and then getting the other ones. So there's a fifth drone that I could deploy, I get it. Is there a fourth one? A sixth one? Oh, I hate the word sixth. It doesn't sound right. It doesn't even spell right. It feels so wrong to you to say it. Why don't it just be the fact that I'm German? There you are. Hold and release to do a charge attack. I want to know if there's another orb that I overlooked. In the demo, that was the moment when Faye explained to you how you climb these things. You know what? Just to be sure, I'm gonna get you back to the other place. Good. I'm not taking any chances. So yeah, that is my 6th drone in this area. Doesn't look like there's another one. But we'll never know. Also, I like the way they implemented this additional vision. Like, it literally shows...
You didn't stream on YouTube yesterday, did you? I was keeping an eye out for you.
And I wasn't streaming at all yesterday. You know, I'm streaming every day. Sometimes I just feel incredibly burned out for no reason at all. Like, it's not like I'm doing a lot every day. But sometimes you just want a little bit of... Sometimes I just need a break or something for one day. That's like every month or every 2 months or something. Like, it's incredibly irregular and doesn't happen that often. But when it happened, I'm usually writing it on Discord. Like, yeah, sorry, I'm taking a break today or something. Sometimes life is just in the way, but sometimes I just need a day where I'm not streaming. Does that make sense? Oh, I already see a few orbs. Yeah, I'm turning that off. But actually, such a cool perspective. I just hate that there's no... How do you say that? There is no depth.
Yeah, breaks are
blurriness.
important. Take care of yourself.
Originally, I want to continue streaming, doing a little bit of Game Boy play, learning a little bit more to work with GB Studio, because I'm still trying to learn some game development. But Yeah, that is not very. That was not very alive. I also kind of think it's pretty pretty cool. Probably the wrong word. That she seems to wake up from a nightmare. Like, she experienced the same thing you did. But it was more like a bad vision in her case. What the hell? How did I get over there? Okay. I don't want to die, I don't want to die. And yet I did. No. Look in that direction, thank you. But now I also saw yesterday a few other things, because I was preparing the stream. I literally was preparing the stream. I just couldn't get myself to stream yesterday. Which is weird, because streaming is part of my autistic routine. Like, even if I don't have any routine at all the entire day, if I don't stream, I'm getting it. I'm close to one of these movie crash outs you have from autistic people that you have from autistic people in movies. Like in The Good Doctor. Good show, by the way. At least, in my opinion. I had quite the fun with it, at least. Good. I think I can make that jump. Ha! No other orbs are nearby. I think there is one nearby and I just can't find it. I'm talking a lot about autism today. I'm making myself look like I'm the most autistic individual in the world. I'm not. My ADHD and my autism and all the other things that makes my brain weird balance themselves out in a way that makes me look almost normal, and that is a very big misconception. Oh, first try! That was also an area in the demo that I had huge problems with, because you can't go from this area to this area, and can't go from this area that I used to the upper area, and I thought you had to get up there somehow, but it just doesn't work, and that really pissed me off. Good. Alright. Okay. Alright, okay. Alright, okay. Alright, okay. good. Oh. Damn. Good. There has to be somewhere another orb that I can get. I refuse to believe that that is all the orbs that I can get in this area. And it really looks like it. Also. Okay, she's actually wearing these glasses. So I can just duck under there. But what I mean with I like these vision. Many don't have don't really have.
Are you into
an issue?
DR4?
Ah, totally. Just so you know, before I started streaming, I watched the newest episode of the anime with the dude who became friends with the second prettiest girl in class. I mean, it's a very obvious romance plot, like from the title already, but it's a cute little anime. And I like romance anime, very nice. And this season is full with pretty good ones. Last season also had it. Also didn't have it. Wasn't messing around to interact with objects. Yeah, to hit it with your. Do you know that if you treat a motor, a chainsaw like that, in reality, it would probably break at some point, or better said, pretty quickly. Oh. I recently had a pretty funny moment. Well, it's more of a sad moment from my perspective. But it still was weirdly funny. With a friend of mine who I want to show one of my favorite romance anime. Oro no Monogatari. Oro Monogatari. Or in English, My Love Story. Which is one of the best romance animes I've seen, and I will never take any shit about this anime. If you don't like it, you have a really terrible taste. Well, or you just don't like animes about romance and friendship. But, yeah. But that's a different story. If it's just not your genre, that's something else. If it's your genre, but you don't like it anyways, you really have a terrible taste. But I showed that to him because I want to show him...
I made friends with the second prettiest girl in class. I'm currently watching Witch Hat Atelier.
Yeah, I watched that yesterday. The newest episode of that one. That one's also really good. It is really good so far. Such a cool concept. I still... My dumb action-loving brain still kind of wants more action. But for the premise, there is already a ton of action in it. Like a lot more than I expected from magic is literally just made by drawing symbols. But also kind of remind me of the Owl House. I love the Owl House too. The only thing that I have to complain about the Owl House is that they became that example, the prime example, but only one aspect. They became the prime example of the one thing all of these woke assholes complain about. You know these assholes who use the word woke as a negative? Like, oh my god, there's a gay character in there. How can you do that? You're just a woke fucking idiot. No, you're an idiot if you complain about this shit. The thing is, the entire show treated everything normally. If you're not one to, well, just be a fucking homophobe, you wouldn't have noticed that even. Because it's just a normal fucking romance that happened. And then the last season, they literally just crammed as many pride flags as possible in there. Purely to show that they support these people, which is completely okay. But that's kind of a thing that annoys so many people, because it's so performative. It's not about having that in it. That is cool. I love these shows. It's just when it feels performative to no end. When people start being annoyed at it. Or you're just a fucking homophobe and you're annoyed at it as well. No! Fuck you.
Haha, my all-time favorite is Haikyuu. I don't even play volleyball lol, but it's absolutely my favorite.
Whoa. I mean, I haven't watched Haikyuu. I don't like sports anime. But that's my own thing. But I heard a lot of good about it. I also heard a lot of good about it, Blue Lock of it. And I also never watched that one. There are genres that I just don't watch. But I know Haikyuu is an objectively really good show. So I have a lot of respect for it. I just have to admit that I've never watched it and probably never will watch it. One of my absolute favorites is a little bit controversial. But I also kind of think if you over criticize it too much, you're literally just...
I haven't watched Owl House, will give it a shot. Thanks for the recommendation.
Oh, it's a great show.
Central operator said we have an interference.
Like if you like...
Wasn't Betten Tech supposed to be motorproof?
Yeah, I'm gonna continue there soon. Like if you like Witch Hat Atelier, I don't know if you will like the Owl House, but the Owl House is heavily inspired by Gravity Falls to some degree. It's that girl... Oh, yeah. Basically, Gravity Falls inspired a weird subgenre where basically random girl ends up in another world. Kind of stuff that weirdly exploded. I mean, Amphibia, which also plays in the same universe as the Owl House. I'm not kidding. Ah, I see it. Huh, nice. El Pizza. If you don't know what happened, my roommate just snowed in and showed me a picture he took where you can basically, despite the fact that it's still pretty bright outside, that you can still see Venus and the sky. But yeah, Amphibia and the Owl House both basically follow the trait of girl randomly landing in a different world. And the Owl House, she lands in a world of magic. Like, it's literally a world of magic. And there are no humans. Humans don't exist. There's just a ton of humanoid creatures, but they're all technically demons. And the main character really loves magic. She really loves weird stuff. And she had a lot of problems about this at school and whatnot, because she just had a completely different perception of what is okay and what not. I think at some point she brought reptiles to school just because she found them outside and she thought they were cool, but no one else liked them, so she got suspended for a few days. Hm? Ja, die eine Packung war eh halb leer, da habe ich sie gleich komplett drauf gemacht. Ich hab's. And at some point, she learned that she technically isn't able to learn magic. I don't know if it's a spoiler or not. I think it is technically a spoiler because it happened somewhere in the middle of the first season. But at some point she learns that she's technically not able to learn magic. Because all the demons have literally an organ for creating mana, for creating the magical energy. But she doesn't. She's a human from a completely different world. And then then at some point she realizes that the world itself is based on the symbols of magic. So she starts to draw some stuff. She starts to draw, I think, the symbols she saw in the snow. And those are symbols that create ice. And then she starts to study her completely own kind of magic, which is based on these symbols. Then she realized she can make these runes in order to make different kinds of magic, and then actually is able to study in that school of magic that is in the demon world that she always wanted to study, but literally couldn't because she can't use magic. But now she can use magic in her own way, and that is such a cool idea. And Woodshed Atelier really reminds me of that, because it's a similar thing. Girl who doesn't use magic, everybody says, oh yeah, magic is an inherited thing. And then she realized there is a way to learn magic for her, and it's literally just by drawing these symbols, because that is what magic is, but just no one knows about it.
I don't want to replace my headset. It's still working fine. You're made of Beton, Orby. What's your view?
We are really close.
What are you looking at?
I'm taking all the shaky options. They sound funnier. Ah, that reminds me. There is one thing that I hate about these woke discussions so much, because woke is just a dumb excuse for everything. I mean, one of the most a cultural phenomenon in Germany is literally just about a young black boy traveling the world and doing good. Jump buttons. A phenomenal cartoon show. I love it so much. It's such a great show, and it's based on a book that is older than pretty much everybody alive, probably. And the entire show is literally just written in the context of, it doesn't fucking matter what you look like. A kind person is a kind person. That's why I hate these woke discussions. They're just bullshit and dumb. The only moment where I understand it is when it's really, really fucking performative. And a case where that is in everything Harry Potter related post the main movies. Because how can you be so weird as an author to literally argue with your fan base about things that you are so incredibly clearly disproven? I'm not even talking about the fact that in one of the things they made Hermione black, or that Snape's in the new series is supposed to be black. I don't care for that. I don't give a damn. But what makes this performative is the way J.K. Rowling acts about it. You can clearly see she's just a incredible racist and problematic individual that pretends to be inclusive while she's very clearly not. Oh, that looks promising.
Yeah, it's kind of similar to Witch Hat Atelier from what you have described. The plot sounds good. Have you watched Dan Da Dan? It was so good.
Oh, Dan Da Dan. I haven't watched the newest season yet. I don't know if I will, to be honest. But I love what I've watched so far. It's really, really cool. I think at some point I just got so weirdly burned out by how incredibly crazy it is. Like, I love crazy shows, but I have a weird threshold of, okay, I need something normal now. You know? Which is also why I'm not... Which is also why I haven't watched the newest this Demons of the whatever. I don't know again. Demons of the Shadow Realm, I think is the name of that anime. Not because I don't think it's a bad show, it's just I don't feel I don't feel that kind of fantasy at the moment. But I really should give Dan Da Dan the other seasons a try, because I know it's an awesome show. And I know that I had a ton of fun with it. And I know that I will have a ton of fun with it when I continue watching it. What is your reasoning to be here, by the way? Wait, huh? I'm very, very sure that there's another orb somewhere. And I just can't find it. Also, the best thing about Dan Da Dan, in my opinion, is still the opening. Dan Da Dan, Dan Da Dan, Dan Da Dan, Dan Da Dan, Dan. It's the same people who made the Mashal opening. The Mashal opening was just fire. Oh. That looks like I can find another orb somewhere. Also, I'm probably gonna get a pizza soon. I made a pizza today, but we have enough for 2 pizzas, and my roommate is making the next one.
Yeah, when I finished watching Naruto I was so burned out and felt like my life has come to an end. I didn't watch anything for like 2 years.
Yeah. I mean, I will always love anime, but I also love cartoons in general. And I know that there is this giant discussion with cartoon isn't anime, but per definition it is. Because anime just stands for animation. Like, no joke, anime is literally just the English. It's literally just based on that word. And cartoon means is based on exaggeratedly drawn, which I think manga is too. Now manga I think just means something like drawing. Hey, I love linguism. I love linguistics. How do I? I have to do something here. I have to murder that individual on Twitch. Hey, linguistically speaking, I was always a fan of manga and of normal comics. So when Orbi touches it, it doesn't count. Okay, that sucks a little. Oh, I heard Orbi. This is such a cool detail. You can actually crack the drone. Orb drone obtained. Yes. The thing is, I'm still on the. I still understand why people differentiate that. It's the same thing how I would never call a Flammkuchen a pizza, even though technically it is. Flammkuchen, by the way, is in America, is in English called a German pizza. And it will never be the same thing for me. Never. Never, 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 never. Never. No. Never. Also, comic from the German word for comedy, which is comic. That's what it is. Because all the original comics were all like satire and stuff like that. But Flammkuchen will never be the same as pizza for me. I know that it is per definition the same thing, but it doesn't.
Sorry.
But it doesn't matter. But again, this is basically how I see with anime and cartoons. It's per definition the same thing, but because we connect with anime a different art style and often humor and visualization, we consider both different things. So it doesn't matter if both are technically the same thing. I just think this arguing about it is a dumb thing. It's a dumb idea. That's what I think. Dinosaur. Oh, you asshole!
Do you enjoy watching comedy anime? I like The Disastrous Life of Seiki K. It's weirdly wholesome.
I mean, yeah, that's one of the reasons why I like Mashle. Good, you're out of the way. But also it kind of depends. Like, I don't know if you watched it, but I had a good time with Shika noko 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 kosh dan dan. Shika noko 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 kosh dan dan. Shika noko 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 kosh dan dan. Shika noko 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 kosh dan. I have a problem, I know. Got it. I'm a problem solver. It's obnoxious how incredibly effective jumping attacks are. Ooh. Up obtained. I'm a little bit
My dear friend Nakatan.
Yeah. Shika noko 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 kosh dan dan. 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 I know the anime was surprisingly mid, but I really want a second season. And it hurts me so much to know that it's probably not gonna get one. I really enjoyed how dumb it was. I also had surprisingly mixed feeling about the fact that the entire last episode was about the fact that it's the last episode. Because on one end, it's pretty funny that that the entire rest of the show is pretty, well, nonsensical, and they basically the entire joke of the series is that it knows that it's nonsensical. And the last episode felt a little too much of a close-up. I don't want it to be a close-up. I want Nokotan to be to exist longer. Does that make sense? Yes. I knew there's another orb. Turn the other way. Turn the other way around.
Yet I didn't have to use my brain for the show, lol, it was goofy and adorable.
I suspect that there's one on the other side. Nah, this is the parkour we have to go to, isn't it? Gosh damn. Also, I didn't know that deer was such a big thing in Japan. Like, honestly, this show was surprisingly educational for me. Like, I knew Japan had some strange petting zoos and stuff, but I didn't know they had entire petting zoos literally just about deer. I had to Google that to make sure, and it's fucking true. Like how? I mean, deer are adorable animals. Let's be honest here. But oh, yeah, that was a little bit... Yeah. Yeah, I have to get the orb back. I want the orb back! Come on. Oh, it works. Oh god, it works. Look in the other direction. Oh, I have to update. I have to upload my Lies of P and Chill episode today. I don't know if you watched my my Lies of P over Chill Let's Play, and it doesn't matter. I had fun making it. But a thing that I said like the entire time is that I want to make the last episode just about us appreciating the music in the game. Because classical music is something that I enjoy, but something that I don't usually listen to. And Lies of P is full with classical music that is incredibly fire. So I said the last episode will be just about us listening to the classical music.
I'll take your leave now, enjoy your game later.
What? I'll take your leave now, enjoy your game later? Your sentence is a little bit confusing to me. Ow. We can take a break in a second. Ah, I thought I don't have to jump, but apparently I have to jump. Warp drone obtained. Wait, if I'm doing this now... Holes.
Hey look, I found some weird holes.
Yeah, they're all over the place. But yeah, bye if you wanna go. Have a nice day, Dynarol.
Are they connected to something?
Game your camera correct. You are a good girl for finding this.
Haha, I meant I'll be going. See ya later. Enjoyed watching your gameplay.
Aw, thank you. I enjoyed having you here. Wait, can I do that again? Why can't I slack off twice?
Hey look, I found some weird holes.
Mm-hmm.
Are they connected to something? Maybe the whole structure is connected?
Why are these holes? I mean, who knows? Not impossible. Oh yeah. Still think there's something. So there are still some orbs for me left to find, are there? So I can't find them now. That's a little bit problematic. Oh. Okay, yeah, let us parry everything. Parry a trap. Parry a boss. I love that when you can parry a boss. Okay, and go. Alright. Whoa. No! Come on! Get back here! Why? Why? That wasn't even the direction I want to go in. Okay, that was definitely my fault. The first time I saw anything about this game was from Alpha Beta Gamer. Like, Alpha Beta Gamer is a strange Let's Player. Not saying he's bad, but what I mostly saw from him were gameplay without commentary, basically to just show the pure gameplay on its own, which isn't bad. I saw from him a lot of stuff, but I don't even know where the fuck to get it. No! Ow. 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 Oh, I'm so glad that it's saved here. Nice. Ha. Well, that is such a cool idea for an enemy. Like, the enemy is the parkour. Am I the only one who thinks that way? So much dust in the air. Doesn't look healthy at all. Don't even know where to go next. I wonder how long it takes for the dust to settle. Strange. That just shows me that there is somewhere an orb that I kinda missed and I don't know where he is. But general point, a lot of the stuff with Alpha Beta Gamer that I saw from Alpha Beta Gamer were like mostly incredibly interesting games that I would love to make my own Let's Play about. Am I not supposed to be here? It kind of looks like I'm not supposed to be here. But yeah, most of the advertisement I saw for motorslice came from him. And actually with commentary, which is the weird thing. So I'm not sure, maybe he helped making it. I don't care. Most games that I saw made by people who are Let's Players or who have gaming as a hobby in any kind of way, or video games as a hobby in any kind of way. They're also just people who like to overanalyze games mostly, rather than playing it. Most of those people make, for all I know, made incredible games. So if he is involved with making this, hey, I tip my hat to you, sir, because I like this game a lot. Just a little annoyed that there's no secret here. Now I landed here. Now I can't do shit with that. Oh! The entire area unloaded. Yeah. Seem to have been a little bit too desperate. Oh, this looks like such a nice place to just chill. Yeah, let's sit down. Tomb.
A tomb.
The vegetation here is actually kind of strange. Why is here specifically vegetation? In a place that has barely any sunlight.
Any idea how many overwrites it might have?
Well, laying in the grass, please. They can just simply simp over her.
Grass for you. Let's move on.
Oh, it's artificial grass. That explains a lot. So can I interact with that again? No. The other one was the only one that I could, that I apparently could interact with first. Oh wait, can I? Oh, I can! Oh damn, this is cool!
tomb. Any idea how many overwrites it might have? It's better not to stay for too long in a place like this, Orby.
Ah. Ich mache hier kurz ein bisschen Platz. Ich habe vorhin meinen Schlüssel gesucht und habe ihn nicht gefunden. Jetzt habe ich ihn wieder. Wow. Pizza. Dog. Danke, danke. I've pizza. It looks a little demonic for some reason. Ow. I didn't want to go that way. I just want to go a little bit to left and right. But apparently that is already too much. So apparently because you can't change your arm position, complete chapter 1. So when we are on the other side, we complete chapter 1. Okay. And why is that? I don't get it. Wait, if I heard Orby. Oh no, the damage stays. Okay. I didn't want this. But now I know why this exists. I was wondering the entire time, why the hell can my robot blink? I have so many screenshots to sort out later. Like, how can you do this to me? How can you do this to me, but you give me a selfie mode, but you don't give me... Mouse, why? When I'm playing with a controller, I really should get rid of my fucking mouse. Right. Nice. Oh, yeah, light. Forgot that exists. Ow. Ow! Bad timing. Bad timing. It annoys me that I haven't found a single fucking orb in a while. Am I doing something wrong? I'm looking at every conceivable corner and I can't find it.
Readings are detecting a new motor. A long-range model. I've never seen this one before. Tentacles. I hate flying ones.
Understandable. I'm still looking for more orbs. There's an orb. Ow. It's making me anxious for no reason. A part of the developer's plan. I really hate the feeling of missing it. I really hate FOMO, which is basically the feeling that I'm getting when I can't find everything. Oh, I love parkour in video games. I also love parkour in real life, but... well, I haven't done that in a while. I really should. Parkour is fun. Like, parkour is such a fun sport. And it's such an incredibly personal sport, either. Like, no one really can train you how to do parkour. People can give you tips and everything, but you kind of have to find your own way to do it. Because it's all about you figuring out how your body behaves. As dumb as that sounds, but that's how it is. Ah, okay. Oh, nice! I knew I could send it back somehow, I just didn't know how, because I thought that would be the first thing that you do. That doesn't feel right. But like, I kinda would love to see in a game like this. Nah, it's done in other games. I'm not gonna finish that part because it's done in other games, and it wouldn't fit in this game anyways. But it would be fun in a game like this. Not in this game specifically, but yeah. Why can't I find any orbs anywhere? Oh, I'm almost at the 2-hour mark. Slacking off. Snack! Too much. You know what? I'm snacking my pizza as well. Okay, I realize I like a pre-baked dough and a pizza a little bit more. Why I have to swallow a piece. I was literally just watching her eating.
Here, want some?
Desperately try to open your non-existent mouth.
There's only 4 left.
I love the fact so much that there's a simp answer and there's a be a dick answer. Honestly, I think I can just jump over there. Oh no! There are edges on the edges. Oh, don't worry about it. I'm not gonna murder you again. I learned my lesson. I mean, in reality, I probably wouldn't run that way if I could actually wall run like that. Also, you need incredibly grippy shoes to even attempt this kind of stuff. Over there, too. Oh, damn. Okay, yeah, that is... It sucks a little when I'm having the wrong guy. Ow. Ha! You can touch this. Dude. I don't think I can get up there unless I actually walk through that area. If they are inside that structure. Not good. Whoa. Get rid of these tentacles. Well, it's day of the 10 tackles. Not 11, it's the 10 tackles. Okay. Why is there so much dust in the air? I really don't like tentacles. Much as I like anime, I never like tentacles. I really like that you have to be a certain amount of degenerate to understand that joke. Oh, okay, there's a way up. Downwards? Does look like there's a way downwards, so I'm gonna stick with them for a little while. Ah, there it is. Ow! Good. Just gonna do that. Oh, that was so close. Yeah, I need to get the orbs back. I want to get all the orbs. But I also have to go through the Hall of the Tentacles. Oh, I can damage beast drones as well? That is not good. Thought they were... Here invincible meme einfügen. Insert here invincible meme.
I just popped in and see you cosplaying as Paste having a fun time.
See you cosplaying as Paste having a fun time? The game is fun, so of course I'm having a fun time. But it's part of these collection of games that feel awfully curated for me. I mean, I never played Shadow of the Colossus, but I always wanted to. And I know that it is inspired by it. And honestly, I like the execution of how you do that here almost better. But that's only because I really like the concept of your enemy or the boss being the parkour thing you have to walk through. Because I know before this game existed, I had a lot of ideas for my own game that I want to make at some point. Because I want to make a game that is basically like the origins of the God of Barista, aka me. And ow, you prick! But the orbs are all good. They are, right? Yeah, they are. And I thought there because platforming would be a pretty big part of it. That the biggest bosses would be also a platforming test in themselves. And here they found a really cool solution by your weapon being also a way of transportation. It's really cool. Also, how have you been doing the Squatch? Thank you. I'm always not reacting fast enough. What the hell? Okay, Drapers, keep in mind. First, that. Perspective. Orby! I mean, I know I'm Orby, but still Orby! Do a better job. Huh? What are you looking at? What were you looking? You weren't looking at the phone.
Just seen someone playing a game I liked and decided to watch.
That's nice. So you also like motorslice. Understandable. As soon as I got money again, I had to I had to buy it. The only question that I had... The only question that was left for me is, am I making this as a let's play, or am I making this as a... Or am I making this as part of my stream schedule? Why are you sometimes not attacking the way you want me to? Huh? Okay. This is with 76% a skill issue, I know. Yes. Good. Good. Is there another orb somewhere? I see one over there, but I have a hard time getting there from this place, which is a little bit not good. I'm always waiting for something to bust out because these doors are always moving.
It was the angle.
The angle might be. I have I'm surprisingly learn resistant. Like I can basically learn any skill in seconds, but I have a hard time improving on these skills. Which also shows itself in how I play video games. I had a pretty hard time in the middle of Darksiders 2 because my brain refused to learn certain aspects. Why? What? That was chaos. And only when I finally realized, oh yeah, wait, I have to use all of my abilities at some point to actually, you know, deal a sufficient amount of damage. Only then I actually started to excel in the main game. Oh, you're down there. Oh. Okay, there's stairs down there. I can live with that. That is not where I want to go! No! Oh, that was incredibly terrifying. You're not... Okay, you're not budging. That is a little bit bad. But... that looks like something I can interact with. Thank you. Yes.
Parry makes boss fights easier.
Yeah. I parried that weird guy in the beginning. Just for the sake of it. I know there was basically no benefit for me to actually parry him, but it was very cool that I could. So I did, because it was fun. I love games that do a lot of stuff just because it's fun. I'm currently very... How do I do this? I'm currently very infatuated with a game that I fell in love with over TikTok. Because at some point I got the developers recommended. And that is Overthrown, which is some kind of mixture of a hack and slash and a city builder. And I love that. Like, it's really well done. It's really cool concept. It just has a few flaws that the more you play it, the more they become really apparent. And that is very sad, because I have so much fun with the game. And I really want to play more of it, but playing more of it feels so incredibly empty. No. I mean, with Overthrown, how can I say no to a game where you're basically an immortal, a pseudo-immortal god queen that can throw entire buildings around? And can use a greatsword to helicopter around the world. There are just some weird aspects that make controlling the game a little bit tedious, and and make a long-lasting run weirdly useless. I don't know. I know playing video games is technically always useless. The only thing you get from it is 90% enjoyment and your learn capacity grows, honestly, to some degree. To some degree, your learn capacity grows. At least if you are a variety gamer, because you always have to learn new controls, have to get used to new aspects and whatnot. You're basically training yourself to be able to train better, or to learn better. But if a video game doesn't have something concrete, because this is a concrete superstructure, you get my point. It's starting to feel surprisingly empty. Of course that happened. I don't want that! You know what? I'm getting rid of you first. Good. Where's the way down? There's the way down. I know there's a way to get down there again. I just need to find it. Come on! Oh, of course. there. There's an easier way to get down there. Why was I struggling so much? So, come with me. Can I survive that fall? I should be able to survive that fall. You're over there, aren't you? Yes, you are. Great, 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 great. Is another way over there? Like, up? Is there another way up over there? Like, somewhere diagonally behind me? Ah, nah, I've been there. There isn't. Why am I even trying? Good. I love the parkour in this game. I love good platforming mechanics. But good platforming mechanics in games are so incredibly fun. Like, the more you can do in a game on a platforming perspective, the more fun I usually have. Unless the game is obviously not about parkour, that's a different story. That's not a story that we're talking about. Like Mario Odyssey, for example, I completely underestimated how much fun Mario Odyssey would be. But once I got into the game, I basically couldn't fucking stop playing it. The platforming mechanics was so obnoxiously fun. Collect at least 30 orbs. Thank you. I don't know if I could have gotten more orbs in this area. It's not unlikely. Oh, almost died. But I haven't found any other orbs. Like, there's none below me that I see, none above me. It might very well be that some of the orbs are behind areas that you couldn't see through. Which so far has always been disproven by me literally being able to see orbs through the wall. So where is the next cutscene? There it is. Cement.
Cement. They've started another overwrite. Damn machines.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting tired of that, Norby.
Ah, I love it. You always have these simp answers and the almost cold answers. And I never know what to pick. On one end, as much as I like P, that sounds wrong, but I hope you get what I mean. I don't always want to pick the simp answers, but this is the thing that I would actually say. And honestly, I'm one of these people. I would basically say both. I would be like, as long as you're not getting tired of me. And then I would say something like, nah, as long as you don't get tired of killing machines, it's all good.
I should look for a different structure sub-foundation after this job.
Okay, there is one orb over there that I didn't see before. Is there a way for me to get up there?
The dev said he smoothed out some things.
About, in this game. In motorslice. How do I get up there?
Yes.
How would I get up there? I think I know how I would get up there. First of all. No! This is not what I wanted! Not what I wanted. Why are you not doing the thing that I want you to? You know what? We died. This time we're picking the simp answer.
Cement. They've started another overwrite. Damn machines. I'm getting tired of that, Norby.
Let's pick the simp answer. She always answers a little bit differently, either, which is nice. At least it's not one of those cases where whatever you pick.
Structures are the same, no matter where I go.
At least it's none of these cases where whatever you choose will basically get the same answer.
The different answers do have meaning besides being a simp answer.
Optron obtained! Fuck you. I mean, I also guess that there would be like a difference in the meaning of answers. Like the more simp answers I used, and the more cold and calculated answers I used. Nice! I'm a parkour god! I mean, I'm a god at Barista, but that does not exclude the fact that I could also be a parkour god, but yeah. I mean, I think it's probably gonna be similar to Lies of P, where technically it doesn't change the main part of the story, it only changes an aspect of the ending. And in Lies of P, that aspect of the ending is if your father is recognizing you as his son or not. While everything else had only minor differences. Good, good, good. But I don't know how much that's gonna be. I'm gonna see when I'm playing through this game. Also reminds me, there are really a bunch of games that I should replay. Like Dishonored 2. The only gameplay I made there is the one that I streamed.
Cement.
But I should make a new game, plus I would have more abilities that way.
Damn machines.
But then the problem is I would probably play as Corvo Atano, just for the sake of it. But I like Emily from an aesthetic perspective a lot better. As long as you don't get tired of killing machines, so I could.
I should look for a different structure sub-foundation after this job.
text lines in the future and initialization text in the beginning shed light on it.
Yeah, I also realized that I am literally the orb. I think that is really, really cool. Like, it said, orb AI or something. Good. Orb AI, and then it said something like Orb AI isn't exactly the word that it used. I'm just too dumb to remember what the actual word was. Are you kidding me? Run up there? Jump this way? Thank you.
Autonomous AI.
Yeah. And then it literally just said Drapers. Because that's pretty much my name everywhere. But I don't know how to get you! How do I get you? Ah. There's an orb. There's an orb somewhere above me. Not that I know. Obtained. Nice, 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 nice. I pressed the roll button. Did you not? Doesn't matter. I also don't have anything to throw at him. That is a little bad. Oh, nice. But also that made me realize some of the... A thing that Lies of P did, but I don't see too often, is that very often the only right answer is the only way where you deviate in some kind of logic. For example, Lies of P has that. But if you only lie, you definitely get humanity. But there are moments where you get more humanity by not lying. By being honest. And that is a really cool concept. Like, to get the most amount of humanity, you have to differentiate when you lie to protect someone or to be nice to someone, and to differentiate and when it's just lying for the sake of lying, basically. There is a moment, for example, where you can find Alidoro, or who you think is Alidoro in the main story. And later you can say that, oh, that wasn't Alidoro, or you can keep quiet about it. And if you tell her the truth that it wasn't Alidoro, she first is incredibly upset with you, because she can't believe the person that she thought so much about would betray her like that. But later on, she thanks you for being honest with her. Because that way she... I don't know anymore. I just know that she thanks you for being honest with her. And... because she realized that it's better to know what actually happened to the person she admires so much than to pretend that that imposter was the person she looked up to all these years. Something like this. I don't quite remember. It's been ages since I played the main story. In my new game plus, I was stuck for multiple months again on Laxasha.
I'm back. Did I miss much?
Ah, well, you missed, I think, a few cutscenes. I don't know when when exactly you left. To be honest, I kind of. Wait, let me look when you roughly left. Oh yeah, the last comment you made was a thing about skill issue. Wait, did you just crack your neck? Do it again. Do it again. Oh wait, that looks like such a cool picture. That way or that way? I think that way. I like more stuff in my background. Hey, people who make this game, can you please give us a few more camera options?
I replaced you for a bit. He did realize.
I replaced you for a bit, he didn't realize. Aww. You know what? Let's do that. Still hate the fact that I literally have to press a screenshot button. If the entirety of the directional buttons is the fucking camera, you can at least give up one button to be the fucking camera trigger. Am I crazy? Am I crazy for thinking that? I don't fucking think so. Anyways, Yellow Kid, how have you been doing?
Have you found the face yet?
The face? Which face? Oh, a tentacle helicopter.
So looking back into the comments, you were talking about anime.
At some point I was talking about anime, yeah. But at some point I mentioned that even though I understand why people differentiate between anime and cartoon and whatnot, it is all per definition the same. Especially because comic is stems from the German word for comedy, comic. Which derived from the fact that most comics in the olden days were satire or just supposed to be funny, you know, funny haha things. While the word manga literally just means drawing. Cartoon means exaggerated expression or something. And anime means animation. So technically all of these four things are interchangeable. Because they all derive from a specific aspect. That was at some point characteristically a characteristic of a cartoon. That is not what I wanted to do at all. That looks like something I can. Yeah. What? God. I can do this, 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 I can do this. Good. You're mine now.
It is fun to go up to a hardcore anime fan and ask how was the cartoon.
Yeah, I mean, I also love anime a lot, don't get me wrong. I still prefer it over most cartoons. But getting angry at people who are calling it a cartoon, despite the fact that literally most Japanese people use the word anime and cartoon in Japan interchangeably. You know, the people from whom the medium comes from. But yeah, cartoon makes something like exaggerated expression, and comes from the fact that in comics, like yeah, cartoon was also earlier used for comics, is that in comics you often have very exaggerated movements. And honestly, if I wouldn't have read so many comics in my life, I probably wouldn't have the type of gestures and mimic that and you know, facial expressions is the English word, I think. Mimik is what you say in German, even though Gesichtsausdruck is also a German word. Doesn't matter. I wouldn't probably have the same type of gestures and facial expressions than I have now, because the expressions in these cartoons, in these comics, made more sense to me.
My favorite story through animation is definitely Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's just perfect in every way.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's perfect. It's very good. It is obnoxiously good. I hate how much hate Korra gets. I think everybody who hates Korra or who doesn't like the Korra series didn't understand Avatar at all. Most hate for Korra comes from misogyny anyways, and those people don't have any right to talk about Avatar in my opinion in the first place. Of course I'm doing the same fucking problem again.
There is a correlation between One Piece and Tom and Jerry.
There's a correlation between Dragon Ball Z No, there's a correlation between Sonic the Hedgehog and Journey to the West. You know Journey to the West, the famous story about the Monkey King? The famous Chinese novel about the Monkey King?
Legend of Korra was definitely not as good, but it tried its best.
The thing is, I also really don't like that statement. I mean, I understand why people say it, don't get me wrong. And I'm not trying to say that your opinion is invalid just because you say that. I just don't really agree with you. Because I really enjoyed Korra, especially after I rewatched it. Because at first, because a thing that people don't understand, Korra is supposed to be the antithesis to Aang, and the story, The Legend of Korra, is the antithesis to Avatar: The Last Airbender. Avatar: The Last Airbender plays during war times, where an entire group of people has been wiped out, and the Avatar just happens to be the last one of this group of people. So no one knows how to deal with him. That's why he barely needs to do any other type of bending but airbending. Because no one fucking know how to deal with an airbender. No one even know how to deal with the Avatar. People just knew that he should exist somewhere, just no one knew where. And Korra is in the position that everybody now knows what the Avatar is. Everybody now tries to take advantage of her because everybody now knows that she's gonna be the person with the most amount of influence in the world, or with the most amount of power in the world. Aang never had that problem. Barely anybody knew who Aang was. I don't know how to get up here. Oh, I think I know what to do. The reason why most people think Avatar, The Legend of Korra is a worse story is because it's so highly political. That's the point. And writing political plot lines is incredibly hard, especially writing political plot lines where everybody agrees that it's a good one. The only one where I know that everybody agrees that it's a good one is Log Horizon. Well,
the only one in The Last Airbender that did know how to deal with him was peaceful. That person was Iroh.
Yeah, but Iroh also tried his best to find a good solution to everything. He still was a supporter of the Fire Nation, especially in the beginning. But the more the story goes on, the more he himself also realizes that the Fire Nation is the last thing he should do. The beginning, he just tries to help his. In the beginning, he just tries to help his nephew, to help out his nephew.
If Zuko is constantly focused on capturing the Avatar, does that mean he has anxiety?
Anxiety. That one's good. But here's again the same thing about the dumb woke bullshit people talk about. Like, have you watched Avatar? Why are people complaining about Avatar being woke if they watched Avatar? Have you seen the fucking show? The strongest character in the entire show is a blind girl. a blind 10-year-old or something, 9-year-old, 12. She's 12.
Even when he was helping Zuko, he thought it was a mistake.
Yeah, he thought it was a mistake to capture the Avatar. He helped Zuko because he thought he could help him on his own way, you know? You could see how all he tried to do. You could really see how all he tried to do was just leading his nephew to make good decisions rather than anything else. He never really tried to help Zuko to catch the Avatar. He just tried to help him to make good decisions. And what that means, what a good decision and what a bad decision is, has everybody has to decide that for themselves. The only really objectively evil person in that show is
teacher,
the
you
Fire
may be
Lord.
the strongest earthbender, but even you can't bend metal, Toph, and I took that personally.
Yeah! That's the thing! Toph is the strongest fucking character in the entire Avatar The Last Airbender series. And arguably even in Korra. But you don't see her that much in Korra. Which I'm not mad about, honestly. Also, it might be that I like Korra that much because Korra is like the embodiment of gifted kid syndrome. Which is something that I relate to a lot for some reason. You know, I've been one of these children where people always said like, oh yeah, you're so talented, blah blah blah, because I can literally learn anything I look at for 5 seconds. And it's not even that much of an exaggeration. But perfecting these skills is always a little bit hard. So no, my grades weren't incredibly perfect. But that's basically what Korra was. Korra was incredibly talented in basically being the Avatar the way Aang thought you had to be the Avatar. I mean, he is the one who set her through that
The show would
training.
have ended at episode 3 if Iroh tried, but no, he was just messing around the entire series.
And when she comes for the first time in normal society and doesn't have any fucking idea how everything works. She doesn't know how normal people act. She doesn't know how normal people act. She doesn't know what she's supposed to do in a city where everybody already is, where all nations are technically already living in peace. While all of her training was literally about, yeah, if there's another war, here's a way you can prevent this by being incredibly skilled. But that's just not the skills that she needed. The skills that she needed were all something completely different, something that she never learned. And that's what's interesting to me, because she had to train that herself. It was literally just social anxiety, learning. What did I do? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I regret nothing. Okay, Tsundere. You're lucky you like that character trope. Focus on the term tsundere in this case, and not on annoying bitches. There's a big difference. There was one somewhere. I just don't know where it is. You look. Ah! No! Ah, fuck. Ah, good. Ha! What did I do wrong? Nope. Hop drone obtained. Is there some? No, there isn't. She's not having it on her face. I've kind of expected her to have that on her face too.
Fun fact, at the end of Season 1, Aang was the sole user of 50% of the world's bending for an episode.
You mean because he... You mean because he literally... Because he literally controlled all the water supplies in the world for a moment? Oh, I know I can parry everything.
While he was a giant water fish, nobody else could use waterbending cause the moon spirit died.
Okay.
And he is also the last airbender, so there.
So he literally was the only user of 50% of the elements. Yeah, makes sense. Ow. Ow. Ow! Okay, I see it. Also, no orbs nearby. No orbs nearby. Sucks to be. Ow! I don't want to hurt Orby. I mean, I don't want to hurt myself. I'm not that suicidal. Also, as soon as I saw that Orby can be damaged, I tried out how far I can push that. And then I got an achievement, be mean and kill Orby. I don't want to be mean. I didn't want to kill Orby.
If you ever feel useless, remember Taupe had an icelet in her rock armor.
If you ever feel useless, remember that BB Blocksberg had a brother.
You can only parry those rollers once until you do something else.
Wait, what? Does that mean I have to get something else first, or... Oh, okay, I know how to do this. You mean I get an upgrade for my thing here, or do you mean something else?
Also, Hawkeye tried to strangle a robot XG.
But I don't know if you know Bibi Blocksberg. I don't even know if there's an English name for it, because Blocksberg is obviously a German name.
No, as in if you parry one you have to parry a different one to reset it.
So... Okay. Because there was a, in Germany at least, there was a cartoon slash comic series about a young witch called Bibi. B-I-B-I, that was her name. I still know how to parry them. I thought I could parry everything. Okay, that was... I can parry an entire train and an entire dump truck, but I can't parry a fucking roller?
Too early.
Of course that happens. Huh? Okay, that shouldn't have killed me. Like, purely physically speaking. That should have been a good timing. Okay, it's... Okay, I know only one way to do this. I want that orb. Yeah, my by the way, my Twitch description notification for this game was I parry everything the game. Obviously based on the anime that is literally called I parry everything.
There is a 4-word sentence from Avatar: The Last Airbender that will instantly make me cry. Can you guess what it is? Honestly, I don't know if I'm able to guess that, because I don't have that much memory about Avatar: The Last Airbender. I know there are a bunch of sentences from media that, if I hear them again, I'd probably just start to cry too. For one of these weird reasons. You are a failure, Yellow Kid 56.
You are a failure. Nah, I hear that from my parents all the time, but I stopped crying about that.
Leaves from the vine TT.
Leaves from the vine.
I didn't know you had Asian parents. That one song Iroh sung in that filler episode in BA Sing SE.
Embarrassing, say. I just realized that there is no Warren Barsing say. Basically became a small meme in my community for a while. But only because I kept gaslighting my viewers. Okay. Cause over Twitch you can do some special effects. For example, you can pet Mia and Color. Mia is the little red panda plushie you can see on the screen, and Color is the and color is that octopus plushie on the screen. And I made the mistake of making certain purposefully annoying sounds way too cheap. So I figured spam to hell. And so every time they got used too often, I increased the price. And at some point it became such a weird meme, like there is no inflation in Ba Sing Se. Yeah. Because I kept raising the price, but I kept pretending like nothing happened. Like, what do you mean it became more expensive? It always was that. It always cost that much. Because you can make channel points, and for channel points, then you basically have to self-regulate how much channel points all of these things cost. And because I still wanna have like a focus on the game, because I really like the game, because one of the reasons why I play the games that I play is to kind of showcase them. So it kills my concentration when certain things are played too often, even though I put them there myself, obviously, because I think it's fun.
There is no secret police kidnapping, brainwashing, or hot leaf juice in Ba Sing Se.
Or bubble tea, that also doesn't exist in Ba Sing Se. That is only a reference for the people who read at least one of the comics, because I didn't read that much from the original stuff. From the original comics, I mostly read the...
Put her saying Orbi as a sound alert.
You mean...
Orbi.
There are like three ways of her saying Orbi.
Orbi. Orbi.
And all of them sound... I don't know what word I'm supposed to use for that. I think I kind of got the gist. Did I? Did I? But yeah, that would be fun. I knew there was something. You can't hide from me, little orb drone. Your hiding spot has never been safe enough to be to not be discovered by my person. You prick, now I really want to put that Orbi in there just to freak everybody out who don't know where it's from. Like I already imagine the face of the people who have been using that, and then just like if it's that one is actually pretty normy. Then there's one that sounds like she's he's trying to flirt with Orby. That would be so funny. I don't have a good feeling about this. It's so hardcore, looks like a boss fight.
Would you take the power to respawn infinitely in the last bed you slept in with the drawback of becoming the most fragile human on Earth?
That depends on how you interpret the most fragile human on Earth. There are already people who have who basically can't go outside, otherwise they probably just
have fun with
died.
the Japanese helicopter special.
Japanese helicopter special. So I can't get close enough in that direction, can I?
You can die from drinking too fast too, of fall damage, emotional damage, you name it, you can die from it.
You know what that reminds me of? If Asian would be a difficulty. From Stephen He. If being Asian was a difficulty level. Which obviously is a jab on classic Asian parental philosophies, and to how apparently only Asian gamers are the real pro gamers.
That's exactly where I got it from.
Breathe too fast. What? Oh, ow. I still want to get to the other side here. Oh! Oh, damn. Oh, damn. I mean, I love the song, but... that is not what I wanted to do at all. No, fuck you.
What tipped you off the emotional damage part?
No, drinking too much water, honestly.
Light bulb.
Light bulb? Come on! Stop trying to give me a hint! The thing I want to do is just incredibly difficult. But I know I can do it. Yes! Told you I'm a god. You think I'm joking when I'm saying this? I mean, it's mostly a way to overcome my depression and boost my ego, but I'm still not joking when I'm saying this. The bigger problem is how the fuck do I get down again? Of course.
How about this? Would you take ×2 damage to yourself for half the pain, or twice the pain for half the damage?
The thing is, I already experienced a lot of unnecessary pain to a degree that my mom said that I've had such a big problem with my health when I was born that she felt like I was literally fighting death. Oh, come on. Oh, I want that orb! But I mean, I don't really have a good reference point because of course I don't like pain. But I'm surprisingly used to it. And I know that 90% of your that most damage that I am capable of sustaining can be easily healed by a little bit of rest and chill. But I still wouldn't like to have pain or more pain just so that I, for example, don't break my arm. Hard question. Are you kidding me? Sometimes it works, sometimes it just doesn't, and then I'm really annoyed. I know I'm already at a 3 hour and 26 minute mark. I know I'm 1.5 hours above my usual stream stuff. But I don't care. The game is just too much fun at the moment. Leave me alone. Last time it happened was with... Like last time I forgot the time so hard. The last time that happened was with Ghost of Tsushima. I played the game for such a long time. First time I played it was like for 6 hours and I didn't even fucking notice. So yeah, once we beat that... Wait, what? Oh no! Don't fucking... Don't you... Oh, I hate you.
Got your legs cut off.
Yeah. I don't genuinely think that I have to push forward.
Squatch 9821 given the choice, what avatar the last airbender bending would you pick?
Well, honestly, I probably would go with air. Either air or fire. And the more I think about it, I don't know. But probably air, because I always wanted to fly. And the more connected you are with airbending, the more capable you are of flight.
Earth. You realize that flight was only achieved by two people like ever, right?
And? I mean, on one end, true flight is not the only way you can learn to fly with airbending. You can also learn to fly with something that can catch wind. Like a sail, for example. Or
and you have to figure bending out from scratch. Want help to get back?
I have an idea how to get back, but I don't know if... What? Why did it work last time? Not this time. What the hell? I feel so betrayed. What? Orby, I think you're starting to mess with me. But yeah, my logic basically is I already wear incredibly flowy and baggy outfits usually.
I definitely prefer water, even if it's the easiest element to keep away from the bender.
Not quite. If you're a truly skilled waterbender, so how do you recommend me going the way? Because if you're really talented bender, you can basically get water out of everything, and you could technically manipulate everything that contains water. I mean, the plant benders in the forest are also water benders. It's a type of water bending that they do. Technically, the least versatile bending is technically airbending. Like, airbending in itself is incredible. It's probably the most versatile main element. But airbending itself doesn't really have a sub-element. I could technically say, go so far that I could technically firebend as an airbender. Because what is fire? Fire are just superheated gases. Mostly, whatever burns.
Horizontal on the wall, then when you jump in the air, attack towards the pipe.
Now I'm a little bit embarrassed that I didn't do that earlier. Now I got the orb, now I don't care. Bitch, I got the orb, I don't give a damn about anything else anymore.
I didn't know it either till I seen someone do it. Amplification for waterbending depends on the phase of the moon. For firebending, it's once every 100 years for their big boost.
But also, firebending also depends on the sun. You can't firebend during an eclipse.
Couldn't Tope do bloodbending as well?
Nah, Torf.
I think air would be buffed by a windy day, since otherwise they have to generate the air current from scratch.
I think wind. Wrong direction.
As for Earth, it already has enough sub-bendings.
Oh, you prick. I'm only missing a small part.
Because blood has iron in it.
Oh. Yeah, but I think in this case it's a magnetism thing. Like, did you know, for example, that blood isn't magnetic like iron usually would be, but that it's the specific component or the specific way blood is iron is incorporated in blood makes it even makes it even push itself away from magnetism for some reason.
The more trace a bendable element is, the more powerful a bender is needed to harness it. It can be if you have super magnets.
Now that's the thing. That's the thing. Someone made a test about it. Someone made a test about it. Like, he literally got a shit ton of blood and put it in a pool of water. Like, he'd put in a bucket of water. And then he held an electro super magnet on it. Like a thing that would basically rip your head off if you would wear a magnet.
Blood plasma is 90% water, and yet most never reach that level.
And every time he pushed it against he turned on the electromagnet, the blood was moving away from the magnet. Like, that's something that usually metal doesn't do. Like, magnetic metal doesn't do that usually. Like, that was such a bizarre thing to look at. But yeah, someone made an experiment about that already, because people asked him the entire time. Because people asked that the entire time, like, shouldn't blood be magnetic or something? People are for example, also incredibly paranoid due to towards this very specific medical instrument that I forgot the name of, because of the iron in your blood. So he made that test, and even though slowly and not in the
Have
speed
you
you
ever
would.
thought that magnetism and gravity might be more similar than you think?
Oh, they are. I know. They're basically the same thing. But you have to think that technically all types of magnetism that we know is electromagnetism, very specifically, because the things using
MRI.
moving electrons around, while normal gravity pulls everything towards itself.
Two Elden machines in a single array? I have a feeling, Orby, this is the one. This is definitely an alpha structure. I can feel it. There's something off about this place. Does this mean we're gonna find an elder on each layer of the structure? This is not good. But weren't these things sealed away in the Age of Isolation?
So we complete chapter 2. You know what that means. That we actually see her falling down until she hits the ground.
Two Elden machines in a single array? I have a feeling, Orby, this is the one. This is definitely an alpha structure. I can feel it.
Every time I press the blink button, he blinks. That is so cool.
is my lucky number. Does this mean we're gonna find an elder on each layer of the structure? This is not good.
16.
But weren't these things sealed away in the age of isolation?
You can even see him blink when I'm pressing the button in this from this perspective. That's cool. But now what I want to do is I want to save. But I think I should go to the next area first. That is cool. Like, you have these environmental effects, but you can wipe them away every time you need to. So many cool ideas in this game. I kinda say that I have to end it at some point. That means we're ending it as soon as I'm through the door, honestly. Because I really have to stop streaming at some point. And usually I only stream 2 hours every day for a reason.
All the sand makes sense when it is shown where you are at the end.
Yeah, that doesn't look good. I'm always waiting to see an orb around here. Why are these doors always about to bust open and then they don't? Okay, just save. Should I end it? Nah, we ended when we are in the open air again. Is that a good thing? Because technically I already pushed ending the stream like for a third time out. And I do need a little break. Mostly for my own mental health. I'm also kind of thinking of just making a let's play out of it anyway. Which would lead me to two situations. Either I'm starting a second playthrough of a game during, well, for Let's Plays, or I download this stream. This stream today. And edit that one. So many possibilities. Ooh, nice. Oh. So that's way up. Is that a viable way up? That's a different story. Ah, it pisses me off that I can't, that there's no... That these climbable things don't get highlighted. I mean, some people might say that this would be a little bit much hand-holding, and I see why. Good. But if you have a special view or something, you could also just highlight a few things a little bit more clearly. Are you kidding me?
Avatar from the Fire Lord's perspective is incredibly funny.
I mean, yeah, if you think about it, like you're basically the Hitler equivalent of the Avatar world, and everything is going incredibly well. You have a giant fucking army. You basically took over most countries. And at some point you just hear, oh wait, there's a 12-year-old boy that is the reincarnation of...
Vtuber is the Avatar Hitler equivalent.
I mean, technically both are. Because as much as people like to forget about it, there were multiple people like that, like Hitler in history, in more than just Australia, in more than just Austria. I'm saying specifically Austria because I could punch everybody in the fucking face who says Hitler was German. He wasn't. I refuse to accept that. Because he isn't.
Whoa, that was a roller? Frightening. I was wondering when they'd appear.
He was an Austrian guy who thought he was something better than anybody else. Like Elon Musk, who originally comes from South Africa. And now acts like America belongs to him. That's just the reason... Which is apparently the reason why he supports Donald Trump so much.
He was an Australian painter.
Yeah.
There is one thing that keeps the villains in the Legend of Korra from being super villains presentation.
Megamind. Well, you are a villain, that's for sure. But you aren't a super villain. What's the different? Presentation! Falls. Sand falls. Oh, I love these plants. These plants, I know they aren't in Europe and whatnot, and I've never seen them directly, but I love them so much. Because they're such interesting plants. Warp deployed. So, now that we're finally outside, we're gonna end it for today. Are you ready for that? Are you ready for us ending the stream for today? Because I hope you are.
Tumbleweeds.
Tumbleweeds, yeah. Like tumbleweeds are such a cool example at how fascinating plants can be. The same thing, like there are multiple examples at how fascinating plants can be. There's, for example, there are 2 plants that specified in working with animals. One of them, for example, literally grew blossoms that look like birds. That look like birds. Like, people ask themselves, how the fuck can it be that a tree knows what a bird looks like, because they use these blossoms in a very special way. But they specifically make blossoms that look like birds. Then there is a special mimicry plant that has the tendency to make itself look like plants nearby. Even if those plants are literally plastic plants. It can copy the look, or it can imitate the look of other plants, despite the fact that it technically can see. Well, it can see. It just can't see the same way we do. Like, that's literally what photosynthesis is. Photosynthesis are part of their light receptors. Photosynthesis is them using the light receptors, but they can also kind of see with the light receptors, just not in the same way we do. And that is proven by these 2 plants. Cause how the fuck else does a plant know what a fuck bird looks like, and how the fuck else does another plant know how the plants nearby look like, despite them not even being real plants, because plants usually communicate over specific pheromones. Like, they do. That's what they do. That's true. Yeah, I hyperfixated at some point over plants, so now I have to say these things before I end the stream, otherwise I'm probably going insane. And another very cool plant that started cooperating with bats. Like, most bats aren't carnivores. Like, not in the same way that not really. Most bats are insectivores. And if they aren't insectivores, they are usually fruitarian. Like, usually they only eat fruits. Like, many of them only eat fruits. And there is a specific tree that started growing leaves or blossoms, I'm not sure, specifically in a very cup-like shape to reflect sound better. Because bats orientate themselves with supersonic waves. I think it's supersonic. Ultrasonic is too high. But because bats orientate themselves with supersonic waves, they develop specific leaves or blossoms, I'm not sure, to reflect the echoes better, so that bats are more likely to eat their fruit. It's so fascinating. And tumbleweeds as well. Tumbleweeds roll around as for the same reason dandelions work with the wind. Like, it's basically the same thing, but like, one is like the earth equivalent of VR thing. Dandelions catch the wind and fly through the air. Tumbleweed catches the wind and rolls around over the air and loses seeds while doing so. And that way basically spread itself. It's so cool. I love science. Anyways, I hope you had fun. For I did have fun. And I hope to see you in the next stream. Video? Well, whenever you are watching this. Choo-loo.